So they'll be calling you a radical this hallowed, very sacred day that I've been pointing to for 7 years. 7 years today. I just got a stomach ache. Evolved into OS de NUVO. Went from 165 pounds to 100 and... I went from 165 to 142 in 4 days. I mean, you can watch it literally on... I got down to 119. Says the Pacific Ocean dies. Stock market makes all-time highs. Maybe I can get my life back. I'm going to tell this tale as the salmon numbers have collapsed. What a journey, huh? Thank you, everybody. Historic has supported this incredible, historic. You got that line. I got that pole. Let's head on down to the fishing hole. Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you lie to me, for there's a new day that will dawn. For those who stay long, I just keep on looking to the west. Does she build a stairway to heaven? She built a stairway to heaven. Kevin went into the bone marrow transplant center on 11/11/11 via some Roundup sprayed in my guts, multiple myeloma, OS de NUVO. You can't survive that disease. No one can survive that disease. Dogma to the left, dogma to the fucking right. Dogma snuggies, red ones, blue ones. Fucking dogma anti-chemo snuggies. Dogma fucking run from the cure snuggies. Dogma fucking smoke some cannabis oil. Dogma fucking is a death sentence. I used both. It's not your father's chemo. It's not your father. What a fucking old school jazz fucking symphony back when it was beautiful. It was broken. It was, where'd you sleep? Don't you lie to me, girl. Don't you lie. I slept in the dead fucking pines with the sun from Fukushima, Japan. Oh, it always fucking shines. Don't you lie to me, girl. Don't you remember, Kevin? Don't you remember, Kevin? I slept next to you. I slept next to you in the bone marrow transplant center at L.D.S. East State. It'll be light tonight, exactly to the moment, this survival ceremony. 44 of us in there. Watched them all die. Marshall Chinson in the room. His little boy will be there. Carla Hennessy. Her daughter and son will be there. Kevin and Carla. OS de NUVO. Fight like a girl! Or does she fight? Don't you remember, Kevin? Don't you remember? Don't you lie to me, girl! Where'd you sleep? They poisoned our environment. They fucking killed our place. They fucking annihilated us. Don't you lie to me! Where did you fucking sleep? Where did you sleep last night? Where is he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Don't know. Don't know. You run, girl. You run, girl. You hide where these fucking monsters and these earth-poisoning devils they can never find. They killed the pines. They killed the pines. Don't you know they killed the pines? The stairway to heaven? There'll be no day for fucking dawns. How do we stay fucking long? We got no chance. Could kill you in 3 fucking days. We got no chance. Don't you remember, Kevin? I built a stairway to heaven. You build a stairway to heaven. I protect you. I am the angel over your shoulder. I am the angel that has watched over you for 7 years. Fight these monsters in the streets when you're cold and you're tired and you're weak, laying on a park bench, don't know where you're going to get anything to eat. I've been the angel who's watched over you. Don't you know that, Kevin? Don't you know? I'm the angel that has watched over you. Oh, I know. Don't you remember? I'm in heaven, Kevin. I died. I laid next to you. I remember. There beside me where I used to lay. East 8, the bone marrow transplant center, the PAs. Lord! I remember. Lord, I remember. Lord, I remember. Way up in East State, firm and high. Don't you remember, Kevin? I'm in heaven. There's a day that will dawn for those who can stay long. You fight for me. You fight for me. You fight for the ecology. You fight for the sea. You got no chance to live. These doctors... Sending off for football. I never missed the can once. They did. I don't miss the can. Sending off for does. I don't miss the can. No fucking mistakes in fighting this fucking disease. They're sending off for football. The coffin corner. 7 years ago, just a stomach ache. I was in perfectly good physical condition. I mean, pictures of me before and what an intense, horrific journal. Doctors fucking cat scam me. He says, oh, nothing wrong. Even they scam me. This is the horrible care I got. All over the internet. Oh, you took chemo. It's not your father's chemo. I used a mushroom. I used both. I used holistic and fucking modern medicine. Fucking stairway to heaven. I'm in the bone marrow transplant. Finally get in after the misdiagnosis. Vincent Hansen steps in. They want to gut me. They want to tear me open. They're lying to me. They're fucking, I mean, they're so fucked up. I've never seen so many bad, fucked up doctors, arrogant piece of shit. No, threw down my stock portfolio. Here, Vincent. Fucking, Fakara says, you need surgery. We're going to cut your whole guts out. No, fuck you. My uncle Thomas, fucking, the heart surgeon says, Kevin, you have that fucking filled order. Fucking, you kick the can. You kick that can as long as you can till mortality, and they'll save you. You'll be okay. You just fight through. You get strong. You fight through. Fucking, they nuked your father to death in the Nevada test site. You're fucking born with birth defects. You're all fucked up from the nuclear and fucking Vincent Hansen. Kevin, I've known you since you were a little boy. You're a fighter. Your uncle was the smartest man who died of heart disease after he saved so many people's lives. Don't you let them ever open you unless you're going to die. You fight back. I refused the surgery. They sent me home with hospice. I fucking passed out on the floor down to 119. Jockey weight. Fucking, you're so vain you think this fucking video's about you. This horrible fucking path that fucking people attack me. Watch the Pacific Ocean die. This heartbreaking, fucking this arrogant, sickening populace. I've learned so much. So I'm in there dying. Finally get into the bone marrow transplant center. Give this OS to NUVO. The survival rate's pretty well 0. We believe in you, Kevin. We're anti-nuclears. My father and fucking brother both died of thyroid cancer in southern Utah. Let's go hiking. Half the hospital, over half the hospitals from southern Utah in there today, every day. They make up less than 10% of the Wasatch populations. The cancer capital of the world was. Fukushima, Japan, now it's the Pacific Ocean. It's the whole fucking world. Fucking, I'm in there. I had this fantastic PA and these incredible nurses. Forked over $1 million. All my Tesla stock. I made so many people so much money. I want my life back. I learned to live half a fucking life. Don't you come around here no more. Don't come around here no more. It's been so hard going. I watched it come back. I watched it come back on Paul. I watched it come back on Carla. I watched it come back on Marshall twice. I watched it come back on Tracy. I watched it come back on fucking Judy. I watched it come back on Dana. I watched it come back on them all. I watched it come back on every single one. I watched it come back and just mow them fucking down. Fucking sitting there holding their hand. I watched their loved ones flee. I watched people fucking, hey, Kevin, get... What not fight? Fucking political dogma. Fucking, hey, I fucking took some cannabis. I did that fucking. I was in there. I was fucking 3 different guys. Fucking in my generation. Oh, yeah, fuck, I'm tough guy. Go in there, fucking weakling cowards, start shaking their fucking shiver their chin, just die. Fucking won't fight back. Coward. Johnny got his gun. Fucking shoot out the radio. Weaklings and cowards. Their loved ones won't even sit and they die. Fight like a fucking girl. What a lonely fight. I learned that people hate cancer survivors. They hate cancer. Fucking almost as much as they hate the environmentalists. I'm in the room. I'm sucked up. I'm going into a coma. I'm taking on sin and offering in a big way at the time. I'm shutting down some. The people inside were working. Fuck, I'm sucked up. I'm fucking hammering at Blue Castle. Fucking central line hanging out of me. I'm just tearing them apart. One man, single-handed. Finbo comes in my room. He says, Kevin, they're over in the Capitol right now. You're not supposed to be out of here. Here's a pass. You go. You know, nurses walk me through Memory Grove, up the hill to Capitol. I could barely walk with my fucking tree. 2 nurses holding on to my fucking arms. You know, Fucking Herbert, you fucker! You're gonna kill us? Your dad died of this disease. Just going at him intensely. Just ripping him up fucking apart. Fucking Lead Dog Henchman just fucking go attack me. Fucking sucked up to 119. Fight like a girl. Sweet all the uses of adversity. The next day I go in and have a coma. The girl's up on my back, tickling and calling. Fucking, don't you go, praying for me. Those angels over my shoulder who watch out over me. She says, Kelly, my PA, she did so much for me. She comes in, one of my PAs. She says, Kevin, I've been at this for a long, long time. They took you because they know the 1%ers of this disease, and you know the odds on this disease. Van says, hey, we found this study in South Korea. And I says, oh, you mean that study? Now, I diagnosed myself. I found a YouTube video with 14 views. The right lower mesentery, they get it wrong. I'm like, fuck you. This ain't carcinoma cancer in my liver. Oh, no. Fucking Vincent's like, hell no. Vincent saved my life because of my anti-nuclearism. My strong, intense fighter. He knew me since I was a boy. We don't take people at your age with, but they took you. I talk, you're going to L.D.S. East State. No, I'm not. I'm going to the Mayo Clinic. No, you're not. There's a guy named Fimbo Peters from Denmark. Danish philosophy like you. You're a Danish boy, right, Kevin? Yeah. Remember that dream you told me about? Yep. Vincent's a Danish boy. Freaking something rotten in the New Denmark in fucking Weber County. Another Danish boy. He says to me, she comes in, she says, Kevin, they took you for a reason. Now listen to me. This is important. We know everything about you. We know your path. We know, you had to fork over $1 million of Tesla stock, Apple stock. I mean, in 2011. When it was low. You got to be heartbroken. Everything that you've done, your incredible activism. But remember, your activism, your fight for the ecology, your fight for the ocean, your fight against the nuclear energy crime syndicate, as you call them, that's why we took you. We know, I've been at this so long, these type of people, look, you have to be so strong because people hate survivors. The dogma that's out there. The few that are out there are like you. They're intense. They're hardcore radical. They're going to do it your fucking way. You're going to get nothing. You're not going to get fame. You're not going to get fortune. You're not going to get anything for this fight. You're going to get spit on. You're going to get stomped. You're going to fucking be attacked. You're going to be one of the most hated people on earth. They will hate you. They hate some. I'm telling you, I've watched this. This is the loneliest fight in the world. There will be no one. Everyone will flee from you when you come out of here. They'll flee for you. As long as you laid out, I've watched it. You're a perfect candidate. You're going to have to be so strong. You're going to have fucking wolves. You're going to be vulnerable. And the wolves will attack you. Don't you? And I said, okay, I get it. But you're going to get one thing. You're going to see those beautiful grandchildren of yours grow. You're going to get your life. You can do this. I've seen you're the type of person that could do this. You are a candidate to be a 1%er. You could do this, but you have to make 7 years. 7 years. You could fucking come out, 5 years is important, 3 years is important, but you have to make 7. You make that 7, then you come talk to me. I'll see her tonight. She just started to cry. She says, I believe in you so much. We watch your YouTube videos in the hospital. The doctors, Vincent, your whole lifelong freaking fight. I had no idea how lonely this fight, how hardcore. I had no idea. I had no idea how vulnerable I become through a YouTube camera and how people attack vulnerable people. Oh, they're evil. I've learned so much about society. Fuck, you're so vain, you probably think this video is fucking about you. I learned that fucking people are evil in this country, in the United States of America. It's not that way in Europe. I was over there. They think differently. This place is a hater fucking dogma. Dogma fuck to the left and dogma to the right. Politically, fucking health is your wealth is a death sentence. She says, you'll get your life. I says, all in. Fimbo comes in, he says, we can buy you 2 or 3 years of life, probably guarantee you 2 or 3 years of life. We can gamble. We can do this a different way. We can't go back in. They put it in the wrong dish. They've got the biopsy wrong. We've got a backdoor. We've got a hit in Nebraska. We sent it out to 200 labs. It's Vincent saved your life. It's so us to know, well, for now, the survival rate, you know how low it is. It's almost impossible to survive at your age. But, I believe in you. You remember that Danish dream you had? I had a utopic dream right before I fucking got that stomach ache. Most utopic dream I ever had. Just never had a dream like that. He says, you hang on to that fucking dream. That's Danish philosophy. And I says, I know. He says, you fight. You fight. He says it's going to be lonely and it's going to be hardcore, and don't you ever give up. You have to be one of these. He says, we can experiment and use you in the fight. You know, we're probably going to do this without a bone marrow transplant. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I was all ready for the bone marrow. My platelets wouldn't count. 30 acids. I'm going to go walk the coast of California, document the tide pools. Everybody's like, you can't do that. You'll die out there. He's like, what do you got to lose? You go. We're watching you. You're the pioneer, Kevin. You are the pioneer. We just watch you. We tweaked the freaking Brian Morris. We tweaked it. He says, but you might live to be an old man. See your grandchildren thing. If we gamble. And you're a gambler, right? Yep. I says, all in. All in! The fight, the intensity. I watch people don't fight. They don't know how to fight. They're political dogma. They're fucking, oh, fucking cannabis. I'm not taking that chemo. It's not your father's chemo. I used mushroom root. It was fucking the chemo. I mean, you know I've done a host. I juice every day. I've walked. It's been hardcore. It's been, thank you, everybody's support, but I've made the 7-year mark. You think of the irony. I went into the bone marrow transplant on 11/11/11. The Fukushima's going out. The only guy on earth was calling it full blown out meltdowns today. I predicted the whole class, all of it. Went in there. You can't make it up. The exact moment. That was in the evening at sunset when I was fucking down. I started to puke bowel movement out of my mouth. Ambulance showed up. You know, I walked up, I was ready to kill myself. I mean, dive off. I mean, because I couldn't do it anymore. And I stood up the top of that. I'm like, should I jump off? I can't do this anymore. I'm like, no. I walked down. There's the ambulance driver sitting at Waterfall Canyon with a boy and a girl twin. I just started, I didn't know this was him. And I'm like, boy and girl twin? I used to sit here with my dad. I'm boy and girl twin. You know how rare they are? And he's like, oh. We both went, oh. At the same time. He says, oh my God. I always thought you died that night. Almost. It'll be exact moment of when I got sick tonight at the survivor ceremony. That I've watched Light the Night grow up. All the hardcore mourners are there. You know, a lot of the family mourners hate me. Marsha Jensen's wife doesn't. Marsha's little boy loves me. Carla's children love me. Because those angels are the ones, the angels that they murdered, that fought their ass off. Carla fought so fucking hard, I never seen anybody fight. I come back from the sending off for hearing. I'm so sick. I'm shriveled up. The doctor's paid for it. Fucking. I go down there. First trip to New York's the day Aaron Swartz was fucking killed. I knew Aaron personally. I go to New York. I want to go back to see my friends, my activist friends. We're leading up. You know, we're doing so much work. January 11th, Alexander Hamilton's birthday. The day my dad died. The day Aaron Swartz died. And I go to send it off where we sneak in. I'm so sick. I'm sleeping on a I mean, so sick. Do all those interviews, and the spirit came over me. And I did an interview, and I told Gene Stone, I told Gary Hedrick, I told all the guys that we've been fighting, sending around. They're done. They're not reopening. He says, how do you know? And I said, this wave of spirituality inside this hearing just came on. They kicked me out before I speak. It's done. Our army's going to attack them. Our army's already attacking them. They're afraid of me. My name's all over those fucking Jerry Brown emails. No one believed. We're going to hit the beach on D-Day. Shit down on D-Day. That night. It'll be 7 years right at sunset tonight. Kelly inside the East 8 bone marrow transit, way up firm and high. Kevin, you're going to get spit on. You're going to get hated. Fuck, you're going to get nothing. You're going to get attacked like a fucking wolf, but your activism and your fight, you're going to get your life. You know, you fight. You defend. She got all emotional. I believe in your work so much. So do these doctors. The administrators in that hospital don't like me. You know, Feldor, valve, my heart went, open heart, just platelets just up high enough. My own relative did the surgery. I hope I was nice to you when you was a boy. You were fantastic, because I'm going to hold your heart in my hand for 6 hours. Michael Hawkins at Ogden Regional told me to go see my dentist when there's an oncologist from East 8 standing right next to him. What's the matter with you? He's East 8, kicked off Medicaid by Mike Lee, whose dad died young. Kicked off no public assistance, none whatsoever. Abused fucking to the 10th power. Taken advantage. She warned me. She says, you will be vulnerable. They will attack you because these are evil monsters. They hate survivors, and they're going to attack you. They're going to take advantage of you. Every chance. You're going to get no credit. You're going to get no wealth. You're going to get nothing. You're going to get your fucking life. You are the guy. You can do this, Kevin. Don't you go. Don't you go. You fucking fight. I remember one older, CNA, Melanie, and the younger one. Her mother, the younger one's mother, come in there. While she's working there, her mother died in there. Mrs. Glauser. What a fight. She was right about it all. She was right about everything. She was right about everything. There's a new day that dawns. Don't you lie to me, girl. Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you lie to me. These earth poisoning and rape artists gang rape Mother Earth. Don't you lie to me. I slept in the dead fucking pines with the sun from Fukushima, Japan. I wish I slept on the cliffs of fucking Gorda. I slept at the fucking tide pools at PD. Fucking sit there and watch sunset shivering. Fucking cold. That fucking thing. Don't you remember, Kevin? Don't you remember? Lord, I remember. Lord, I remember an East 8 whip from on high. I'm in heaven, Kevin. I'm the angels that watch out over you in the streets of fucking D.C., in the streets of Manhattan, in the streets of Brooklyn, in the streets of Vienna, in the fucking UN, fucking detained on the coast of California, inside Zen and Opry, fucking all over the world fighting these monsters, fucking when you have no hope, no place, no fucking where, fucking that angel that comes to you right as you have nothing to eat, nowhere to fucking sleep, you're fighting, you're shivering, you're cold, you don't know. That angel shows up. That's me. That's me. I'm that angel that murdered me, Kevin. I'm in heaven. Don't you remember? On 11/11/11, East 8. Wet, farm, and hot. I remember. There beside you where I used to lay. Lord, I remember. Lord, I remember. And I'll never forget. Lord, I remember, way up firm and high. The fight goes on for Mother Earth, though. You are no match for me. The nuclear energy crime syndicate, you trolls, you rats, you evil monsters that fucking my own government that went after you are no fucking match for me. For those angels you fucking murdered, they watch out over me. Stand tuned. The fight goes on. The fight goes on.